The second season of Percy Jackson has just wrapped up, and man do I have mixed feelings about it. The summary of the season is that Percy tracks down the Golden Fleece to save Camp Half-Blood and finds out about the great prophecy that will happen when he's 16. And if you live under a rock and didn't know this is based off the Percy Jackson book series, I'm going to be comparing the book and the show, so either go read the books or just kind of hear me out on what I'm saying. I want to start off with some things I really liked about this season and the show as a whole. I really like most of their casting choices. Walker Scobell has done a great job as Percy. Arian Samhardi is a perfect Grover. I like Leah Jeffries as Annabeth, and Daniel Dimer is awesome as Tyson. Overall, they do a good job at casting for the characters, and they remain fairly book accurate in the way they act. I enjoyed some episodes, and my favorite one was probably episode 3 of this season. I think it was pretty book accurate, and it was very fun throughout the entire episode. I also liked all the costumes of the monsters in this show, specifically Polyphemus, who looks really good in this show. The monsters look how I would picture them, and they never look out of place when on screen with any of the characters. Now let's get into some of my negatives about the show. My biggest negative is the way Annabeth is written in this season. She has all of her characteristics from the book, but it looks very different in a way that I don't really like. In the book, Annabeth's weakness is her pride, and it's very present in the show, but it's amplified up to 100. She's prideful in the book because she's very capable and able to do many things on her own without any help. She's smart, and she uses her smarts in the book to help Percy and teach him a lot what it's like to be a demigod. I feel like in the show, she's super prideful, but isn't ever able to back it up. She always has Percy or someone else come and save her. It makes her annoying when she tells Percy that he can't do something because he's not skilled enough, but in the end, she messes it all up, and Percy or Luke have to come and save her. The specific instance I'm thinking about in the book is when they go past the sirens. She's smart, and she wants to see what she most desires, so they tie her to the ship while Percy has wax in his ears. Now, in the show, they don't get past the sirens without earwax, because she ties Percy up and decides she'll be able to beat the sirens by outsmarting them. This fails, and Percy ends up having to save her. It just feels like she's useless in a lot of different parts of the show, and really annoying because she can't back up her pridefulness at all, which is very different from the character in the book. I will say this isn't the fault of the actresses. It's more an issue with the script she's been given to work with. Another thing I didn't like was the ending episode. Something that really stuck out to me in the second book was that shock that bringing Talia back, because I didn't really expect that. They take away that completely. And I understand that different things happen in the show and the book, and I should appreciate the show for the story it's trying to tell. But to me, the ending battle feels dumb because they all are fighting over wanting the same thing. They all want to heal the tree and bring back Talia. I guess maybe you could get to her first and convince her that your side is right in the conflict between the gods and the titans, but I feel like she probably has her mind made up no matter who gets to her first. This leads me to another complaint that I had with the ending, was the fact that they changed the way Talia gets turned into a tree. I mean, the whole thing is Zeus is her dad and helps her, and that's why she's kind of okay with the gods and supporting them in the war. In the show, Zeus is straight up like, oh, you're almost 16. I can't have that happening, so I'm gonna make you a tree so you can't age anymore. It makes me wonder why Talia or even anyone who heard this story would want to help the gods fight the titans. I mean, they have clearly mistreated you and haven't done any redeemable acts where it makes sense why you'd want to fight for the gods in the first place. In the book, I understand why they're on the gods' side, because even though they get mistreated sometimes, at least the gods have some type of compassion for their kids to turn her into a tree rather than save them. I mean, Zeus clearly cares for Thalia in the books, even if he's misguided. Whereas in the show, I kind of don't get why they're fighting for the gods in the first place, because all they do is get mistreated over and over again with no compassion from their parents. It's almost like the show wants you to be on Luke's side.
No. Wait.
Why would Thalia stay on the god's side if they are straight up evil? Why would any of the characters for that matter? It also turns Chiron into an untrustworthy character, as he's kept this secret for all these years. This ruins Chiron's role in the story. He's supposed to be a trusted mentor, but how can any of the characters trust him moving forward? There are other parts of the show that annoy me, but they are much smaller things, such as the pointless showing of Tantalus. Like, he serves zero purpose in the show. He also shows up in the book, but serves a bit more of a purpose. He's basically useless in the show other than a weird attempt at comic relief. I don't like how they changed some of the Greek myths, like they make Polyphemus kinda smart, and he can speak super eloquently, whereas in Greek mythology, he's gullible and easily outsmarted by Odysseus. It makes me have a hard time believing that Polyphemus in the show was dumb enough even to fall for the nobody trick. You also have the whole thing with Circe, where she turns people into animals instead of pigs. I like the book because it plays on the idea of the original myth of her turning men into pigs, but instead she turns them into guinea pigs in the modern day because she thinks they're easier to manage than regular pigs. She runs a spa for women and turns any men that arrive into said guinea pigs. I think that's cool and creative, because she thinks men are pigs and she turns them into what she thinks they are. In the show, she's like, "Oh, you figured out my secret? Let me turn you into any animal that I feel like." It feels like they didn't really know what to do with her, or they were too scared to keep her character the same or something. My last complaint, that really is small and honestly not the biggest of deals, is the age of the cast. Look, I know this can't be controlled, and once I watched the first few episodes, I got used to it. But it's really distracting when the character's supposed to be 13, and they're clearly not 13.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Overall, I feel like the show is a little messy at times, and it deviates a little too much from the book for me to fully enjoy. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10, which, to be fair, I can't complain too much because it's much better than the movies. With that being said, I'm no expert in Greek mythology or all things Percy Jackson, so if you have any information that I got wrong, please correct me in the comments, and let me know your thoughts of Season 2 of Percy Jackson. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.